Hey guys, welcome to TezMania TV and a simple clown tutorial. I already have a full face of very simple makeup, as you can tell, so I'm gonna build upon that just to make it easy. And what I'm gonna do is just exaggerate some of the stuff that I've already done and then add some things, like the base, for instance, and yeah, the eyes, obviously, and the mouth. So let's get started. I'm gonna start by removing these brows to add new ones later on. You can keep the brows you have if you want to, or just create new ones. And then just cleaning that up by putting foundation and powder on top to get a nice clean surface. Then it's time to exaggerate the sculpting, and I'm not going to do that by using my regular products. Oh no. I'm going to be using a bright red eyeshadow. Oh yeah. Using a small angled brush for the nose, and the nose is the most important part. Before I start with the sculpting though, I'm going to do the highlight, and I'm using a white liner for that. Instead of doing that classic round red nose, I'm using white, and yeah, just setting that with a white eyeshadow. And then we're going in with that red. And I'm just doing my regular nose shading routine, but exaggerating it. So just going around the white that I just did in order to break that out even more. And then taking that up into where my eyebrows would go, if I had any eyebrows. And then just using this brush to blend out the edges a little bit. Not too much though, because we want it to be exaggerated, but just a little bit. And then going back in with that white pencil liner and exaggerating the rest of my highlights as well. So I'm just using my finger to kind of dab this onto my cheeks to raise my cheekbones a little bit. And I'm also putting that on my Cupid's bow. Just doing the usual highlights that I do, but in a more exaggerated way. Then I am using the Unicorn Hearts Rainbow Highlighter from Revolution Makeup, and I'm using the blue and purple tones. And just a soft face brush to go over where I just placed that white. And you get this nice cold shimmer that works well with a clown look. So going over the cheeks and the nose and the Cupid's bow. Then going back into that red eyeshadow, using a face brush to exaggerate the rest of the sculpting on my face. So just going over basically where I had the shading done before. And you don't have to use red, you could use any kind of color, but I just like reusing red, because red, you think blood, you think scary, and yeah, it works. Then we're going to move on to the eyes, and I'm using this red jumbo liner in the eyes to make them look bloodshot, and then underneath and on the lid to make a base, like a primer for the eyeshadow. And then just using my fingers to even that out a little bit, and then again that same red eyeshadow and a flat brush, and just putting that color on top to make sure that it stays. And I'm not blending the edges today because it's a clown, it's meant to look harsh and creepy, but you can blend away if you want to. I'm using that same brush, but just tilting it so that I use the sharp edge, and then creating those lines coming down from underneath the eyes. And also doing that upwards. If you have natural brows, don't worry about this, just go through the brows, it doesn't matter. Obviously you can cover your brows and do completely new brows on top of them as well if you want to do that. I'm also going to extend the line from the nose, going upwards where my eyebrows would go, kind of tying everything together. And then I am breaking out my eyeshadow and doing an exaggerated winged liner. At the end of that wing, I'm placing a little dot. And then I'm also doing dots at the ends of each of those 4 lines that I created from the eyes. Then I'm just going to put some more mascara on. If you want, you can use false eyelashes, but that can go a little cutesy if you're not careful. And then it's time for the lips. I'm using the black lime crime velveteen. First, just applying it like a normal lipstick, but then exaggerating the outer edges to make the appearance of that clown mouth. And then I'm creating these angry, thin brows, just following that red line that I had. Now, you can be finished like this. This is a pretty creepy and cool look. Or you could add some contacts and get the full creepy look. These are crazy lenses that are white with blue lightning bolts in them. So yeah, this is the full look. This is meant to be not like a Halloween look. Obviously, you can do that with this if you want to, but this is meant to be more like a light clown look, maybe for clubbing or some kind of fun event. I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!